Good afternoon, dear students. In today's class, we are going to study about size separation. So, till yesterday, what we have studied is size reduction. Size reduction is nothing but the conversion of largest particle into the smallest particle. Size separation is after size reduction, the particles are separated into different categories depending on their size. So size separation is defined as a unit operation. Unit operation is nothing but a single process that involves the separation of mixture of various sizes of particles into two or more portion by means of screening surface. So by using screening surface is maybe the sieve or any other equipment. By using that, the particles are separated into different categories according to their sizes. So the process of size separation is also called as sieving, sifting, classifying or screening. The process of size separation is also called as sieving, sifting, classifying and screening. These are the different names for size separation. So the technique is based on physical differences between the particles such as size, shape and density. So depending on the particle size, shape or density, you are going to separate the particles. So screening method means by using the screens or sieves, you can separate the particles according to the size alone. You cannot separate here the particles by density or the shape. By sieving method, you can only separate the particles according to their size. So the particle can be separated into individual size by using sieves. Sieves is nothing but the material, as I said you, your normal household sieves where you are going to clean your wheat flour, rice flour or anything, where you are going to separate the particles in the your flour, wheat flour or rice flour. That normal screen which you are going to use, that sieve only used in pharmaceutical industry for sieving to separate the particle size. So next we are going to study oversize or plus size particles. Means the particles when you will be sieving through the sieve, the particles which are bigger than the sieve nominal aperture size, the particles that will going to settle above the sieve which is not passed under the sieve, that particles are called as plus size or oversize. Means the particles that remains on the given screening surface is called as oversize or plus size, because they are bigger in size that cannot pass through the sieve aperture size, so they are called as oversize or plus size. The material which is passing through the screening surface is known as undersize or minus size. Means the materials which can pass through easily by the sieve, they are called as the minus size or undersize. Due to their small size, they will easily pass through the given screening surface. Next is the application of size separation. Means why we have to do size separation in pharmacy. So first, the size separation will help you to know the particle size and size distribution. So particle size is very much important for the drug absorption, dissolution, distribution, metabolism and excretion. So you have to know the particle size first and size distribution. Size distribution is nothing but the particle size range, which belongs to which category of the size range, which is helpful in the production of tablets and capsules. Particle size and shape are very much necessary. Second one, it is used as a quality control for the analysis of raw material. Means for the analysis of raw materials which are going to be used in the pharmaceutical industry, the size separation method is used as a quality control tool. Means quality control is nothing but it is a analysis parameter where you are going to examine the particle size. To test the efficiency of size reduction equipment or process. Means once you have done the size reduction by using any equipment, means whether you have the equipment has reduced the particle size or not, to know that also particle size separation is important. To optimize the process conditions such as method of agitation, time of screening, feed rate, etc. For these also, for to regulate all these parameters also, size separation is very much important. Next is the official standards for powders. Means powders mainly classified into two categories, that is coarse powders and fine powders. Coarse powders is nothing but the particles having larger size. Fine particles is nothing but the particles having the smaller size. So according to Indian Pharmacopoeia, the powders has prescribed standards for powders, that is the degree of coarseness or fineness is expressed with reference to the nominal aperture size of sieve through which the powder is able to pass. Means the degree of coarseness or fineness means the size of the particle will be explained with the help of the nominal aperture size of the sieve. So here you can see the different grades of powder, that is coarse, moderately fine, fine and very fine. Means 10, 22, 44, 85, 120 are the standard sieve numbers. Here depending on the sieve aperture size, the sieve number has given. So each sieve will be having different nominal mesh aperture size, that is 1.7 mm, 17 micrometer. All these are the nominal mesh aperture size. Means this is the distance between two adjacent adjacent wires in the your screening surface. So here 10, 22, 44, 85 and 120 are the standard sieve numbers. According to that, the powders are classified. So what is coarse powder? Now you have to define. So coarse powder is defined as the all the particles of which pass through the sieve with nominal mesh aperture of 1.70 millimeter and not more than 40% through a sieve which with nominal mesh aperture of 355 micrometer is called as coarse powder. Means here you can see that the coarse powder means after passing through the sieve number 10, all the particles will pass through sieve number 10, but not more than 40% of the particles you can see here will not pass through sieve number 44. Sieve number 44 is next to sieve number 22. So here you can see also. So sieve number 44 will be having nominal mesh aperture size of 355 micrometer, whereas 10 is having the particle size of nominal mesh aperture size of 1.7 mm difference. So that is the difference between the space between the two adjacent wires in the sieve. So you can see the sieve diagram. You open the sieve. You can see the sieve diagram also in your Google or in your normal household also. You will get sieve for the dals which you are going to sieve. Means you will get different size. For wheat flour or rice flour you will get small nominal mesh aperture size sieve. So depending on the category of the material you want to sieve, you are going to get the different nominal mesh aperture size. Well, so now you want to define moderately coarse powder. Means the moderately coarse powder is defined as those all the particles which pass through sieve number 22, but not more than 40% of the particles can pass through sieve number 60. That is called as moderately coarse powder. Next is you want to define fine powder. Means all the particles will pass through sieve number 85, not even 0% of the particle, means 100% will pass through 85, not more than 40% or nothing particle is retained to any other mesh which will pass through sieve number 85. That is the fine particle. Very fine means all the particles will pass through sieve number 120. That is defined as very fine powder. So normally for the preparation of compound powders, fine powders are preferred. Usually you might have seen the compound powder mixtures. For that the fine powders are used. Moderately coarse powders are used in the preparation of tinctures, whereas coarse powders are used in the percolation process. Percolation is a process in which the coarse powders are used.